Dear student, in previous class I discussed various modes of nutrition in animals. Today I am going to discuss nutrition in humans. Tell how the human body gets its required nutrition. So next is nutrition in humans. The food that we eat passes through a long muscular tube called alimentary canal present inside our body. This canal begins at the mouth and ends at the anus. The food is broken down into tiny molecules that are carried by blood to all parts of the body. The sequence of steps involved in this process are just as follows. Go one by one. First one is ingestion. The act of getting and eating food is called ingestion. In humans, it takes place through the mouth where the teeth help in chewing the food. Next step is digestion. The process of breaking down of complex molecules into simple soluble ones is called digestion. This digestion of food gets done with the help of certain chemicals called the enzymes. The process of digestion starts in buccal cavity and gets completed in the small intestine. Next step, absorption. The digested food is absorbed by the walls of a small intestine, from where it gets passed on to the blood. Next, assimilation. The absorbed food is utilized by the body for growth and formation of body parts. This process is known as assimilation. Next, egestion. The elimination of undigested food from the alimentary canal is known as egestion. The alimentary canal is made up of the following body parts. Just you can see in this picture also. First one is buccal cavity, food pipe, our esophagus, stomach, intestine, large intestine, rectum and anus. Besides these parts, there are a number of glands associated with the alimentary canal which play their roles in the process of digestion of food. Just the salivary glands, pancreas and liver are the three main such glands. The alimentary canal along with these associated glands form the overall digestive system. We now look at the specific function role of different parts of digestive system. First, mouth and buccal cavity. In humans, the food is taken through the mouth, from where it goes into the buccal cavity. Our buccal cavity contains the teeth and tongue. The salivary glands present here release saliva into buccal cavity. Here one activity is given, just you can see. For this, chew a piece of bread for 3-4 minutes. Note the change in taste as you chew it. Describe the observed change in taste. Why is there a change in taste? The saliva contains digestive juices that break down a starch to form sugar. Hence, a starchy substance that is tasteless when chewed for some time tastes sweet. So our digestion of food started from our mouth. Next part which help in digestion are the teeth. Teeth are rooted in the sockets of the bones of the jaw. These are covered by a white, strong, shining protective material called the enamel. Teeth help in cutting, tearing and grinding the food. Just you can see in this picture. Adult humans typically have 32 teeth, 16 in upper jaw and 16 in lower jaw, that fit together and help them to chew food. Humans develop two sets of teeth during their life. The first set of teeth are 20 small teeth, also known as a baby teeth or milk teeth. They start appearing above the gum line when a baby is 6 or 7 months old. By the time a child is around 6 years old, a second set of 32 larger teeth called permanent teeth come out from the gums and eventually replace the milk teeth. Humans have 4 different types of teeth that perform different functions. Incisors are used for cutting of food. Canines are used for tearing of food. Premolars are used for grinding of food. Molars are also used for grinding of food. You know, enamel is the hardest substance in human body and covers our outer portion of teeth. It is made up of mineral salts of calcium and magnesium and keratin, a protein. It can withstand quite high pressure. Next is the tongue. Tongue is a muscular organ attached to the floor of the buccal cavity. It is free to move at its front end where it can move in all directions. The tongue helps in mixing up of saliva with food. It also helps in swallowing food. It has 4 types of taste buds which help us to know about the sweet, sour, bitter and salty tastes associated with different types of items in our food. Just you can see in this picture the location of different type of taste in our tongue. Next is the food pipe or esophagus. The food pipe is a long, narrow and muscular tube that connects the buccal cavity to the stomach. Food that has been chewed in the mouth is pushed downward into the esophagus. From here, the onward movement of the food is due to the movement of the muscles present in the wall of esophagus. Do you know epiglottis is a flap-like structure present at the top of the windpipe? It closes the windpipe when we swallow food and prevents the food from entering our lungs. Next part is the stomach. The stomach is widest part of the alimentary canal. It is a thick-walled, sac-like muscular organ. It receives food from esophagus and passes it into the small intestine. The inner lining of a stomach secretes gastric juices which have mucus, hydrochloric acid and enzymes present in them. Mucus protects the inner lining of the stomach. Hydrochloric acid kills bacteria. It also provides the acidic medium needed for digestion of food by the enzymes in the stomach. The enzymes in the stomach break down proteins to simpler substances like amino acids. Here, the next organ is the small intestine. The small intestine is not all that small. It is about 6-7 meters long. It helps in digestion by using 3 types of secretions. First, secretions from liver. The liver is the largest gland in human body. It is present slightly below the stomach on the right side. It secretes a bile juice that is stored in a bag-like structure called gallbladder. This bile juice plays an important role in digestion of fats. Second, secretion from pancreas. Pancreas is a yellow leaf-shaped gland located just below the stomach. It secretes pancreatic juice. This juice acts on carbohydrates, proteins, and fats and breaks them into simpler form. Next, secretions from the small intestine. The inner wall of a small intestine itself secretes the intestinal juice. This juice digests carbohydrate, proteins, and fats. The small intestine uses the bile, pancreatic, and intestinal juices to complete the process. The process of digestion of food in itself. Here, first carbohydrates are digested to simple sugar like glucose, proteins are broken down to amino acids, and fats are broken down into fatty acids or glycerol. Next is absorption of digested food in a small intestine. The inner wall of a small intestine absorbs the digested food. It has a large number of finger-like projections called villi. The villi increase the effective surface area for absorption of digested food. This absorbed food is passed to blood vessels present in the villi. The food thus gets transported to all parts of the body via the blood. It is used to produce energy and to build complex substances required by the body. This whole process is called assimilation. Next, the large intestine. The large intestine is wider and shorter than the small intestine. It is about 1.5 meters in length. The undigested and unabsorbed food enters the large intestine. Here the excess of water and some minerals are absorbed from the undigested food. The leftover waste part of food passes to the rectum and is stored there as fecal matter. The feces are eliminated through the anus. This process is called egestion. So just you can see in this picture the food what we eat at first just taken in our mouth, and these some organs help in digestion of food. So you have just studied the mode of nutrition in animals with reference to human beings. In next class I will discuss nutrition in cud chewing herbivore animals. So at first go through this chapter and you should draw some important diagram in your notebook, just like parts of our tongue, our mouth parts, just like this one, and human digestive system. Thank you.